issues which auditors of group accounts need to be aware of currently?
Auditors of group accounts need to have a strong awareness of the auditing standard over group financial statements, which is that of ISA UK 600. Interestingly, the Financial Reporting Council issued an exposure draft of proposed changes to this auditing standard on the 8th of April 2022. So at the time of recording this, there were planned changes to this auditing standard. Some of the things that I would sort of say auditors need to be aware of where the standard is concerned is not to place too much reliance on component auditors. Now, component auditors are those auditors that would audit the subsidiary's financial statements. And depending on the materiality or significance of the component will of course dictate how much work needs to be done by the group engagement team when it comes to auditing the financial statements. And some of the professional bodies have expressed concern that some group engagement teams are placing too much reliance on component auditors instead of carrying out their own work. In addition, not assessing technical competence and independence and objectivity of component auditors is another pitfall that group auditors need to avoid, because in some cases, particularly in overseas subsidiaries, some audit firms auditing components may not be working to the same ISAs that we are working to, and that can cause some sort of issues at group level if the technical competence, independence, objectivity and experience is also not addressed. Failing to carry out adequate audit procedures as well. So in some cases, group engagement teams are merely relying on reviews of component audit working papers or analytical review procedures, which in some cases may be sufficient if the subsidiary isn't significant or if it's immaterial. But in other more material and more significant cases, a lot more audit procedures will be required at group level to ensure that the risk of material misstatement in the group financial statements is, of course, reduced to an acceptably low level. I would also say as well that failing to undertake sufficient continuing professional developments, or CPD, on group audits is something that one of the professional bodies has recently highlighted in their review reports. And the danger with not undertaking sufficient CPD on group audits is that the auditor's technical knowledge might become out of date, or it may be insufficient, and that can then lead to an inefficient or non-compliant audit being carried out at group level.